and it lets them know that you can see good pitches.
Throw to third, gets by, and a run is going to score. Alexander scores on the air. Sullinger having to make a decision and turned and tried to get the lead runner, and I think just threw it too hard.
I think indecision at first. I think she just thought, I'm going to go to first, I'm going to get the out, and then out of the corner of her eye, she saw Gamble coming over and had to rush that throw.
Our recap to this point, the one run of the ball game coming across in the second inning. Gamble throwing the ball away, trying to get the lead runner at third. So that's the lone run we have in the ball game. Alexander scoring on the play, and then Drake showing a little defense. Smith fielding her position, getting the double play. Holly Kelly still has not given up a base hit. This one well struck, deep center field, and carrying and caught.
What a
Velasquez Zimmer
what
just
a great
did not
catch.
give up on that ball and stuck with it. I'm not sure it had enough to carry out of the ballpark, but it just kept going. Let's see it again.
Just when you think it's going to come down, look at her stretch out. It would have been off the wall, and she just stayed after it, knew she was going to make a collision with the wall afterwards, and you can see her breathe a little sigh of relief. Won't swing away.
And she connects to deep right field. It is over the head of Finneran. Two runners trailing each other, and they will both score. Throw to third is not in time. Missouri State takes a 2-1 lead on the 2 RBI triple off the bat of Mary Stevens on an 0-2 count.
Again, swinging away, trying to move the runners initially with the bunt. Two hitters back to back with the 2 strikes. Stevens goes the other way, finds the gap. Finneran trying to flag it down, just too far over her head. And you see Jones right on the tail of Gamble, and she started off right away. She knew just right from the beginning.
And an outstanding play by Gamble.
When you get defense like that, that's going to preserve the no-hitter. A little celebration in the middle of the diamond, and they go back to work, but a little bit of a shot.
Megan Soa bidding for the first hit for Drake, and look at Sullinger, the third baseman, celebrating that play. One who hit the ball that led to the run-scoring error. This one hit to center field. Coming in to get it is Velasquez Zimmer. Velasquez Zimmer bobbled it just a little bit, but she reels it in. And Holly Kelly throws a no-hitter, the first no-hitter in the Missouri Valley Conference softball tournament since 2003, and in so doing, she advances her team to take on Southern Illinois in tomorrow's second round.
What an impressive performance by Kelly in the circle. Really got into a little bit of trouble early on, didn't ever let it bother her, able to battle back and then keep the Bulldog hitters off balance, in check, not allowing any base runners, and able to squeak out the victory 2-1.
Holly Kelly, all smiles and throwing a no-hitter, and she was dealing. And you also mentioned several times, you got to give some props to her defense.
Defense really backed her up nicely. She helped herself several times, and this defense finally puts the cap on it, and a little bobble there at the end, but Velasquez Zimmer pulls it in.
She almost let it go. Holly Kelly with a no-hitter, first in 14 years in the Missouri Valley Conference tournament. And again, from a team perspective, certainly more importantly, the Bears move on to play the Salukis in the second round tomorrow. So our players of the game, a presentation of Aetna. Aetna invests in game-changing programs that make being healthy simpler and more convenient than ever. Get to know us at Aetna.com.